Thank you for coming with me, Doe. But you really didn't have to. It's not too late for you to turn around and go back to camp. I hate for you to get caught up in something. I wouldn't be surprised if the Royal Guard was on its way to meet us in town. Well, if it comes down to it, I want you to take Alexander and go back to camp. And make sure you're not followed. Doe, there won't be another way. I'm telling you right now that if something goes wrong, I want you to take Alexander back to camp. Can you handle that for me? I'm not thinking the worst. I'm thinking logically. Doe, please just listen to me. Promise me that you will go back to camp. Look me in the eyes and promise me. Thank you. That's what I needed to hear. All I want is for my friends to be safe. Honestly, this little troop is more like my family at this point. And no one in my family gets left behind. You wouldn't be leaving me behind, though. This is different. It's come time for me to confront my past. It was bound to happen. I'm glad to have you by my side. I've been really happy the past couple weeks with you by my side. Months? You're telling me it's been over a month that you've been with us now. That's crazy. I can remember the day I met you so clearly, as if it was just yesterday. How the time flies. Speaking of how time flies, I think we're here. Hello there, Sheriff. Where are you keeping Alexander? Don't you dare insult Alexander in that way. Where have you put him? He better not be hurt or else you'll regret it. I have a whole troop of barbarians I can call up at any point to wreak havoc on this town. Now hand Alexander over. I'm not following you anywhere until you tell your men to lower their weapons. Call them off now or else I turn around and return with a stampede. Your choice, Sheriff. Good choice. Let's handle this like grown men, shall we? Now take me to Alexander. Oh, I don't think so. The girl stays with me, and she is not leaving my sight. I'm afraid this can't be negotiated, Sheriff. She stays with me. Yes, you can take one of your men as well in that case. You have my word that we'll behave. I'm not one to throw the first punch. Well, this is a nice little town bar. Now where is my friend? There he is, sitting at that table. Alexander, it's so good to see you. Are you hurt? There's no need for weapons in here, Sheriff. I'm simply greeting my friend. Sure, I'm happy to take a seat as soon as your knife isn't against my back. Now, Sheriff, what are your terms? What will it take for me to take my good friend here back home? A ransom? For how much exactly? So, let me make sure I get this right. You'll let me, the girl, and Alexander go free, if I can provide the bounty on my head. Well, I can't say I'm aware of how much that is. 60,000 gold pieces. That's practically a king's ransom. You've got to be lying. There's no way I'm worth that much, and there's simply no way I can provide it. Show me the flyer. I must see the proof right now. Take your word for it? I don't think so. Let me out of here so I can go find a flyer for myself. You're gonna keep us here until I hand over the money. That's impossible. Can't I just give you my word and you free us? It's not like I carry 60,000 gold pieces with me at all times. Oh, I see. You were never gonna release my friend, were you? You're just gonna keep all three of us here until the royal guard comes to fetch me, aren't you? You sick and twisted old geezer. A deal? I don't want to strike any deals with you. You're a slimy quack and I will have nothing to do with you. You'll let both of my friends go if I stay? Well, that's a better offer than I was anticipating. Doe, what's wrong? Sure, let's go talk in private. Well, as privately as you can in a place like this. What do you mean, don't take the deal? It's the best outcome for our little situation here. Look, either all three of us get turned into the royal guard, or you and Alexander go and I get captured. I see a pretty obvious choice here. I'm staying, Doe. We came to save Alexander, so let's save Alexander. This is the only way to accomplish what we set out to do. He's just a corrupt sheriff. All he wants is money, and he's gonna get a lot of money no matter how this ends. There is no other way. You promised me that you would take Alexander back to the camp if it came to it. Though I need you now more than ever. I need you to save yourself. I would never forgive myself if you and Alexander got wrapped up in this mess. No, Doe, don't cry. Come here. It's all gonna be alright. I'll come find you. I promise. I'll find a way. You just have to have a little faith in me, okay? Look at me. Look at me, Doe Eyes. Do you promise you'll take Alexander and go back to camp? You don't have to speak. Just nod your head. Thank you. Let's go finish what we started. Alright, Sheriff, we'll take your deal. I'll stay here and you'll get your bloody money. Alexander? What's wrong? You know I'd never leave you or anything else behind. But my reckoning has come. Alexander? Would you please speak to me? You did what? Alexander, I came back for you. Why would you do something like this? Please tell me I misunderstood you. What did we ever do to you? Why would you ever do a thing like this? Doe. He's saying he turned us in, that he's given up the location of our camp. He's betrayed us. I can't believe you would betray me like this, Alexander. Why did you do this? What are you doing? Let go of me. You're aiding my arrest. Are you doing this for money? For the bounty on my head? Hey, let go of her. You can take me, you can cuff me, but don't touch her. I should have stuck by what I said earlier. You're a slimy quack, and I should have known better than to play your little game. Let go of my girl. Now. I'm warning you, Sheriff. I will not come easily if you don't release her at once. I swear, if you touch another hair on her head, I will make you regret it for a lifetime. Doe eyes, look at me. Look at me. It's gonna be alright. This was bound to happen at some point. Come here. I want you to run. Don't run back to the camp. The Royal Guard will already be there by the time you get back. Just run. Run somewhere far from here. I'll come find you, I promise. I'll always come find you. Doe, what's that look in your eyes? I know what you're thinking. Don't do it. I'm begging you, Doe, don't do it. Doe, don't do this. We're outnumbered. It's not like you to be starting fights, but so be it. Doe, now's our time to get away. Alexander, come on. Alexander? Doe, Alexander is hurt. He's been stabbed. We have to help him. He's already done the hurt he could do to me. What more could he do? I don't care. We can't just leave him here to bleed. Alexander, please, you have to get up. Come with us. Whatever purpose you were serving is over now. Alexander. The keys to the handcuffs. He says he just wants us to be free. Rest in peace, Alexander. Although you may have betrayed me, you were noble and served me well. You will not be forgotten. Doe, let's get back to the camp and warn the others if it's not too late. I know what I said earlier. I changed my mind. Would you please just help me out of these cuffs? Yes, I'm fine. Let's just please get back home. Goodbye, Alexander. What is happening here? How did the Royal Guard already find the camp? Men, stop this madness. I'm here. I'm the one you wanted. Drop your weapons now. Don't, please put your bow away. I'm gonna try and reason with these people without using force. Why don't you just go and see if anyone's injured? Thank you. I'm the one you wanted. Where is your captain? Father? What are you doing all the way out here? Don't touch me. You can't just hug me and pretend like this is all okay. You attacked my camp. These people are my friends. It doesn't matter if they know my status or not. They know me for me, not for my crown. Yes, man, you heard me correctly. I am a prince, an heir to a throne. I couldn't fulfill my royal duties, so I ran and found all of you. Please, don't look at me like I've betrayed you. I never meant for any of this to happen. I never meant for our camp to be invaded or for any of you to be hurt. We were betrayed. Yes, Alexander betrayed us. I went back into town to save him, only to be held hostage while the royal guards came to attack us. You must believe me. Alexander was going to aid in my arrest and gain money from my bounty. He surrendered the location of our camp as leverage. Alexander is... well, he's passed now. His final act was to let me go free. I'm telling the truth. I would never betray you all. Please don't turn your backs to me now. I truly need you now. I did nothing to deserve this treatment. Did I not lead you when you had no one to follow? Have I not taught many of you how to read and write? Have I not brought you all wealth and happiness? The person that you all know to be me is the true me, without the facade of royalty. This is where I want to be, among you men. Yes, Father, this is where I feel I'm meant to be. I can't just leave the life I've built here. I understand I left my past life, but it was what was best for me. For once in your life, could you please just prioritize me, your son, over your kingdom? I'm happy out here. War? Our allies declared war on us? Father, what do you mean? That can't possibly be true. Our allyship wasn't completed? I'm sorry, Father. I just didn't think how the consequences of my actions would affect the kingdom. But I just can't marry a girl I haven't met, especially for political power. I won't. They've withdrawn their offer? So what? We just go to war either way? Then why are you here, Father? My actions have already caused enough damage. Wouldn't it be better if I were just to be gone? You and Alexander thought it would be a suitable punishment to put me on the front lines of this war. You don't mean my Alexander, do you? What do you mean he was one of your advisors? I don't understand. He never spoke out against a priest. He spoke out against you, and you were the one to have his tongue removed. Father, that is so cruel. Why wouldn't you just throw him in jail or have him beheaded? Instead, you tortured him. You took his own words from him. I can't imagine the horrors that Alexander must have seen and heard. You used him as a safe for all your secrets? And then what? You sent him after me when I ran off? You mean to tell me that Alexander was a double agent for you? A simple pawn in your little game? Well, if you knew where I was the whole time, why didn't you come and capture me sooner and take me back to the kingdom? You could have forced me to marry that girl and prevented this war. No. I've become a pawn in your little game too. By law, if I didn't return back to my place as prince in 3 months' time, then my throne would be renounced for me. You waited just long enough so that I couldn't return back to my position as heir. And now you've come to make me a knight to fight on the front lines of a war you staged. Why forge an allyship when you could invade and conquer? Father, do you hear yourself? When did you become so cruel? You're power hungry. Your plan is going to fail. We're going to lose this war and we are going to lose everything. What? Are you going to have my tongue removed as well? Do your worst, Father. I'll still find the strength to spit in your face. Fine. Arrest me. Take me back yourself. But your people will know of your cruelty. And they will know of your betrayal to your people. They will know the horrors you committed within the walls of the prison you call a palace. I'll go quietly. Just, please, don't hurt my friends. They've done nothing to you. I've already lost one good friend today. I'm not sure how much more heartache I can endure. Hank, you're always good to me. Can I ask just one more favor of you before I go? Please find Doe and tell her that I love her. It's very long overdue.